shuddered, but it didn't open anymore. So Khalid tried dropping gold in the chest that I put the note in. And yeah, you can guess what happened next. More cats. After another fight, Elle tried dropping in 10 gold to the chest. We tried, but that didn't seem to work. So there was just more shuddering and noise. It was stuck real good. So Elle sent in Ivan and he saw a bunch of statues and stuff in there, and the door didn't look blocked, so we figured that something maybe was all gummed up in the works. Stump and I put our backs into it like the captain taught us, and we finally got it open, but it was real hard. Elle spent some time studying the statues, and I spent time looking for stuff worth money, because at this rate, we're spending more than we're making. And Elle said the statues seemed to be made of scales, but they were like real flexible, and she decided that she'd see if they were magic too. Meanwhile, Alex said she kind of recognized some of the armor styles as from that other place over the sea, Githia or something. And she started looking around at the other door that out of this place in the walls. Murky took a look at the other door we came through and said it was all off track. I spent some time tying rope around one of the big statue's legs because honestly, I think we were all kind of wondering if they might come to life at some point. Then I tried touching it, but nothing happened. So I reckoned maybe I'd see if I could try to work a scale loose and take a peek inside. And that statue that I took the scale off of seemed to be broken, but magic was running into the others, Elle said after she got her spell off. Sure hope I didn't break it, or maybe I'm glad I did. It's kind of hard to say. So Murky decided to cast fire on the statue, and Elle tried casting light over and over and over. And after a bit, the eyes kind of started trying to light up, and the scythe in its hand dropped down, and I think it kind of shaved some hair off of Murky's head. He got
Knocked me
cut
the
up a bit,
fuck out.
but the crystal you could see, kind of seeing its leg cracked, and the whole thing went dead again. So it's real good and broken now. So while all this is going on, that stupid gargoyle keeps saying that a tour guide is coming, but nobody ever came. And it asked us if we wanted refreshments, and I think one of us said yeah, and then because then a statue of a knight stepped down off its little platform and pulls out a sword, and it just ended up falling down. But Khalid still took a swing at it and broke its arm off. He seems kind of jumpy. Sure hope this guy isn't alive because we're not being real nice to his workshop. Then again, it's not being real nice to us either. Elle tried talking to the gargoyle and asks it to talk to a manager. And after she asks it about sorry. Elle tried talking to the gargoyle then and asked it to talk to a manager after she asked about buying something. But the gargoyle couldn't find the master, so it just ended up asking if we wanted to come inside or come back later. Naturally, we said we'll go in. And it says it'll give us a tour. The other door opened a bit and Stump and Khalid got it open the rest of the way. A gargoyle inside says that the gear keep will show us how things are made, and a hatch opened up in the central pillar. And then this like ball of metal rolled out and it grew legs, spider legs. Yeah, you guessed it. We had to fight all that too. So now we're kind of hurting and real low on spells, and we're taking another few minutes to catch our breath. I sure hope this ends soon or we're going to be in trouble. Oh, and I'm real sad to report that Gregory did not make it through the fight. But damn, he did some real good fighting before he went down. I hope he gets a good rest now. He earned it.
We can rebuild him. We have the technology. Shambling hand.
Gregory had to have a highlight in this. He just had to. So there you go.
Go back outside and get Gregoria.
Yeah, Gregory's wife.
Yes. All right. So I think y'all spent a bunch of time healing.
Yeah.
Also, they seem to have updated the actual D&D thing now, so the AC should be now built into the like D&D rule set. So I don't know. Check if that works for you guys.
I have 10 flat, 16 armor, 16 total.
Okay, that
Guess
sounds
that's right.
correct. Sounds accurate.
Mine is still showing as 11.
Why are you so broken?
I don't know. I did.
Do you turn off and back on again? I think it just pins it. So you can't close it or move it. Alright, well, no idea. No idea. Flat. Calculation, equipped armor, mage armor.
I wonder if then if you like every time you open, it'll automatically open.
Is this your armor
Maybe.
wrong? Is your armor wrong? Armor class 15. Okay.
Or
I
does
don't know.
not look broken. Like all the details are correct.
Yeah? It's you. You're the problem. What if we
That's rude and uncalled for. I'm sorry,
Does
Felix.
he have the proficiency for that type of armor? That didn't get like lost off his sheet or something, did it?
no. Delete that and put it back. And equip it. And why is nothing working ever?
For some
Fill in the
reason-
above box override. Okay. What should it be? It should be 16, right?
Oh,
Congratulations.
I mean, it should actually be 18 because I have a shield, but
Not calculating the shield either. What a piece of trash. Alright, well, whatever.
That's weird.
It's accurate now, at least. For the moment.
thank you.
Alright. So, that works, kind of. You sit down, you take a few moments and cast spells. By moments, I mean, I think you took literally like 30 minutes. Did at least 2 prayers of healing, I think.
Yeah, I have
Uh,
1/3
Use
level
one.
spell left to do a hut, and that's it.
There's only one
So-
prayer of healing.
Okay, so you spent about 10 minutes in there. Let's see. Notes. My notes got closed when I restarted the browser.
But we're all alive, except
Mhm.
for Gregory.
Poor Gregory. He fought valiantly.
Yeah. All right. Are you looking for like magical effects, or are you just looking for like the construction? Okay. Okay. Okay.
So there's one door
Why do you need
here,
another
and then there's
glaive?
like double doors up there.
Yeah, there was.
Why do you need another glaive? You have one. You don't need another one.
You dual wield.
Is he
roll
gonna
arc-
dual wield a glaive? Are you gonna allow that?
Definitely. Roll an
He
Arcana
really
check.
hits with it anyway. It's okay.
Okay. Yeah, there's the closed doors up north, and then there was a door that's more a regular door here that has a handle and a keyhole and was locked that somebody felt last time in the fight.
Okay.
All right, so it's the big one you're
Wait, did you
investigating,
say
right?
something had a lock?
Yeah,
Did you
it's
say
locked.
something had a lock?
Yeah, it's locked.
Oh, I
Are
want to pick the
the
lock.
are the
Okay.
floors still moving?
Oh my god, can we do one thing at a time?
Yeah, but I'm just
Yes, they're moving.
okay. Thank you.
Everything's still running. So while Stump is casting his prayer of healing, I guess you go investigate the big ball of collapsed metal with holes and chunks out of it and all. And this it has a similar construction to the scales the scaled one you were looking at before, although this seems a little more entwined with the crystal filament or whatever inside underneath the metal and all that. Let's see what you roll. 15. Much like you saw the magic was kind of underneath everything. This also seems to be like this crystal seems to work almost as wiring inside this thing, and they all seem with Cam's last arrow blaster put a hole straight through it, and from it you can see they all seem to lead into a larger, just kind of fist-sized crystal in the middle of it. All right, so you reach in and grab it. It's pretty stuck in there, but a little prying and knife work or something. Force, you can get it out of there. Okay, all right. Elspeth likes it. All right, so yeah, add that to the inventory. Heart of Gearkeeper. I don't know. Yes, let's not say Fist Crystal again. All right. What else would people do?
I think Alex was checking out the door.
All right. It's a door. It's pretty solid. It's a metal door. It has a knob on it. It's kind of set in there. It's a little hard to grasp, but definitely can. You felt. I don't know if you felt it earlier, or Elspeth felt it earlier, or somebody did.
Elle did.
But you can kind of jiggle it a little, and it's pretty stuck, locked or otherwise.
I guess I was muted. I would like to check for traps first, please.
All right.
Leah bingo.
Roll check for
Listen.
traps.
You better leave me alone. All right, what do I need to roll?
Traps. What? Roll an investigation. Yes, child.
She's saying hi.
Hi.
Yeah, Douglas.
Leah said hi.
What did I roll? It was shit, whatever
11.
it was. Ugh.
They're all saying
I
hi
should have.
over and over again.
Hi.
Okay. Do you want to see them? Is that the problem? I don't have the video up. Okay. Because I
Yeah, I know, right?
I had the chat channel open, and then I turned around. You missing a piece? Are you looking in the other box? Yeah, maybe I built it into something. Just look around. I can help you tomorrow. What are we doing? Investigation. You're checking for traps. You look around, and I mean, as far as you can tell, there doesn't seem to be trapped. It seems to just be a pretty sturdy door.
Well.
Somewhere in the middle of all this, the gargoyle lights up on the end there too, and the Gearkeeper seems to have turned. A fault. Please wait. And it goes dark again.
Okay. So I don't find any traps, or it seems safe enough to me.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna try to pick the lock.
All right, roll pick and lock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ugh. No, it's not. I have a +7. And I
Yeah.
don't have. Yeah, I haven't got to far enough where I start everything at a base of 10. I'm so excited for that.
You start rooting around in there with your little tools. It's not like any other lock you had. Just the mechanism seems to have rusted some, and it's not a great time. And you feel like you got it open there, and you feel the lock, and it doesn't move or anything. You keep at it for about 5 minutes or so, just making little progress. Although you feel you could probably open it if you spend some more time on it, if you want. At this point,
Yeah, I'll give
um,
it a try.
all right.
I'm gonna mutter, bloody hell, this damn lock's stuck. I want to work at it some more. Do I need to roll again?
No, you don't have to.
Okay.
Anybody else doing anything? Stump finishes. Everybody gets healing again, which you already did, so don't worry about that one. Are we sitting around waiting on Alex to finish?
Cam will just kind of wander around and look to see if there's any other carvings or anything that is unusual about this room, or like anything about the other doors.
Uh, no, there's no carvings or anything. This is a workshop. There's some chains hanging around. That's pretty much all rusted over in various ways. They can see some hooks that's on similar conveyors as what's moving around, just hanging from the ceiling instead.
But
And
nothing of value.
no, nothing like that looks
Okay.
like treasure.
So
Okay.
while we're sitting here doing nothing, I'm going to transfer 2 of my second level spell slots into 4 sorcery points,
All right.
and then using my 3 of my now 6 sorcery points, I'm going to regain a 3rd level spell slot,
All right.
and I have 3 sorcery points in reserve.
Good to know. Good to know.
Mm.
Oh, you need me to put the mask on?
No, but well,
I mean, I think perhaps. I mean, I don't want to do it again. It was a little painful last time. Um, not because of the mask, but she's gonna look pointedly at Khalid. But I would like to. I would like. But I mean, it's not. I do think it's something that perhaps somebody should do. Perhaps Elle is the best choice.
Alex is saying over her shoulder, fiddling with the door.
Yes.
I mean,
As I go back to.
that thing makes me real nervous, but I think if I was going to trust anybody to do it, it'd probably be Elle.
Yes. Well, I mean, here we are, though. I mean, I was going to say the options are pretty slim, so I still think you're the best option.
I mean, it's kind of your call, Elle, whether you're. It, it's. I mean, we have. Well, I mean, it could leave her scarred, but you know. No, it looked like it was old scars. It wasn't fresh.
Also, not
It, y- you know, I have real problems following your logic, Khalid, but I stand by what I said, Elle. I trust you. So if you think it's a good idea, but I don't think it's a good idea for Murky. Not because I don't trust Murky, because I do trust Murky, but I
You
don't
just don't
trust
trust Murky.
Murky's. I don't trust your judgment. Now, if you want a good meal, he's your man. If you want to know the best end, he's your man.
I should note too, just as a reminder, because it's been a while. Obsidian's face was like scarred all over. It wasn't just where the eye patch was.
Yeah, I didn't either. That's good to know.
Just put on the mask that was specifically put in the game for you, Elspeth.
Yeah, wait, is that an option? Can I hold him morally responsible for all of my actions as well? You are the leader. I'm gonna be like looking over my shoulder. Can we? Is that something we could do?
Around this time, Alex, you feel a little subtle clicking as you're fiddling with the lock, and you feel
Finally.
the door thing that you open them with has a name. A handle. A handle is what the name is.
A knob, a handle.
Yeah, a knob. Sure, a knob. It twists a little more than it did before. It doesn't like go easy or anything. It still kind of grinds against metal, but I feel like probably got it open, if not loose.
I could use somebody with a little more strength over here and see if we can get this door open. I'm pretty sure I've got the lock.
I opened the door.
There we go. Old
Thank
Stump
you,
is
Stump.
back.
Awesome. Thank you, Stump.
Stump, you wander over to the door. You feel the door knobbing thing. Give it a pull. Doesn't seem to move. Push it. Doesn't seem to move. Give it a little more force on it. You feel it like creak a little, so you end up just putting your shoulder on full force, just shoulder slamming into this thing to edge it open inch by inch as it opens into a almost completely pitch black room on the other side. None of these fire lit lights that have been burning since you entered are in there. And what little you can see in the, actually you have dark vision, don't you?
Yeah.
What little you can see in
Does
black and white, but
Alex.
everything else is perfectly fine up to 60 feet where your vision just disappears. You see this these stacks of crates and rubble just speckled all over this large room. This musty scent fills your nostrils as you open up and look inside. You can see some of the closed crates seems to have had some fabric or covering over at some point, but it's just mostly just rags and dust now.
Open a crate.
Yeah.
You
Cam's
go in
all
there?
over that.
You
Stump,
go.
how about a little light? Do you mind? I'd like to look as well.
Oh, I'll cast light too.
All right.
On what? Oh boy.
On Alex's boot.
Yeah.
All right. That's awesome. Thank you. Light on my boot.
All right. So are y'all trapezing in there?
Hi.
Oh, whatever. Okay.
Hi.
Just standing up and going around.
They are saying hi. You just can't hear it.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay,
Hey.
try again.
Hi.
Hi, Ashley.
Uh-huh.
Love your hat.
I like it.
Thank you.
So cute.
Are you going to bed now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I said headphones.
I'm using Elijah's headphones because they were plugged into my computer already.
Oh. Give us something to think about.
Wanted to make sure that you weren't doing something that Elijah wouldn't approve of.
That's great. As y'all step in there a little more, this You can hear this creaking and thudding and
Oh.
mechanical in the background. It seems to dull a little
Night
bit.
night.
I don't think I can hear you.
I don't care. I said good night.
All right. Yeah. What was that? Yeah. This little mechanical general noise seems to be a little quieter as you step in there, especially coming from the workshop where the gearkeeper was fought. You step up to the closest crate and you break it open, which is not particularly hard. The wood is turned and shifted, and you see these sticks of wood that's in there, which at some point seems to have held some kind of fabric on it, but at this point they're just pretty much barren. So there's definitely no difference in those two nail polishes.
Is two. One is clearly like a gold color and one's a black color.
Yeah, well, one is navy, kind of a navy, dark teal
Yeah,
navy,
dark
and
blue.
then the other one is like gray hollow. But I can't decide which one I want to do.
I think you should do an accent nail with one.
Oh,
Do both because they kind of go together nicely.
yeah, they do kind of go together, don't they? Maybe I'll do that. Good idea. Thank
All right.
you. I was constipolished. I couldn't decide.
Constipolished.
Constipolished. It's a term we use in the nail community.
I hate that sound. Just the sound of that word. And I'm not going to
It
call
really
it.
is not. It really is not great verbal, but in text, it's very funny. But yeah,
Anyhow, did we find anything in the crates?
yeah. What was in the crate?
I already told you.
I'm sorry, I
I'm-
missed
Some
it.
pieces of
I'm not
wood.
repeating myself.
Some pieces of wood,
Please.
I think.
You find wood that seems to have been fabric rolls at some point, but it's the fabric is pretty much gone at this point.
Okay.
Alex is gonna walk over to another one of the crates and try to pry it open and see if anything different's in there.
All right. To save my sanity, let's roll an investigation check for you, because I imagine this conversation is going to happen about 15 more times.
Mm-hmm.
I hate rolling investigation. I really should have.
Roll with advantage if somebody's helping you, I assume.
Is anybody helping me? Stump and
Yeah.
I were doing great, so.
Yeah.
I mean, I was looking.
Okay. I figured.
So,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Ooh, we did so much better.
I
Uh,
should have rolled it. I have a +2.
What are we
no.
trying to roll?
Investigation.
I'm good at that, so I'm going to roll.
Well,
I'm
too bad.
sucky at it.
Yep.
Well, he could be looking at another crate.
We're not very observant.
Yeah, you're great.
Yeah.
So as you start
should've-
looking around the room, there's several stacks and piles of this. It looks like it maybe have some kind of system at some point, but at this point, most things have fallen over, and it's just separate, just stacks of stuff. As you start digging through it in various forms, you find things of note. A gold brooch. Is that what it's called? Yeah.
Brooch.
Yeah. Thing you stick
Okay.
on yourself. You find a small, like a sun figure that looks like maybe it's been used as a holy symbol at some point. You also find a little ship miniature in ceramic.
Ceramic ship.
And a
Okay.
polished stone statuette. All of this through Merkin's discerning merchant eyes that couldn't keep a store afloat. It's about 100 gold.
All of
Total.
it?
Yes. value.
Alex wants to look at the brooch, and can I tell anything about the age, the style, anything about it that is interesting?
It's kind of caked with dirt and filth and muck and time and I was gonna say patina, but I don't know if that's actually a thing on gold things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cam will study that ship.
It is, as you kind of scrape at it with your nails and gloves and stuff, it looks to be almost like a rose carved in stone. Flower head, petal. No, not petal, head. Flower. A flower.
So the brooch is like a flower?
Yes.
Is it set with any stones, or it's just gold?
It's just gold.
Any markings on it?
Not that you can see, no. If there was, it's probably been worn off by time.
Does the style of it seem familiar to me in any way?
No. I mean, you've probably seen flower jewelry at such before, so
Yeah, but
nothing like stands out to you.
it's just kind of generic.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, don't expect me to figure out the putting it in party loot thing.
Here, let's see. I have a thing here that says
I
valuable
took the
goods.
notes.
Bag is full. What do you mean the bag is full? What? What? Oh. Ugh. Did it break when they did the whole thing? Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. You have a thing called valuable goods now. You just add 100 gold to it. It's basically trade goods. Unless you find some other use for it.
Maybe you should poke around, Alex, and see if there's any nooks or crannies or secret little compartments or.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of stroll around. How big is this room? Like, is it a big room, a small room, a little room?
It's bigger than the room you came from. It's fairly sizable.
It's just filled with crates upon crates, or?
Yeah, looks like maybe been a warehouse or something at some point.
All right, I'm gonna kind of scope around what walls I can find, sort of tapping at them and what have you, and try to see what's what.
Well, let's
Cam
try
will
some more
help.
rolls. Roll a perception check with advantage, because you also have finding secret doors or whatever that stuff, right?
Yep.
No, that's Searlith, isn't it? Or is that Alex? I don't remember.
That's Alex. Alex is Dungeon Delver.
Okay.
Okay.
While
With no night sight, I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I should have
Yeah,
picked a different
light is fine.
grades.
Yeah, you got light.
It's not that hard. Torches is a very time-honored tradition in dungeon delving. So Cam and whatever your name is, Alex, start strolling around, looking around. What's the rest of you doing? Elspeth just kind of circling around in there.
Oh, Cam would have given it to her. Yeah, sorry. I didn't realize. I thought that's what you were.
Okay, it's an hour to attune to an item. Take a short rest.
Yeah,
All right.
no, we've got nothing but time right now, guys. Go ahead and attune to that
Yeah,
shit.
Cam would have handed it off before she went in studying all these crates
Okay.
and stuff.
And I will
I thought-
attempt to make everyone
Yeah.
some lunch.
Yay! Food.
As you circle on there, Elspeth, gargle lights back up again and just echoes into it. Tor delayed. Gatekeeper. gearkeeper not in contact. Please wait. Just circling around, staring down the gargoyle with a thing in their face. Okay. All right. Alex, as you're looking around, walking around with lit up foot. Did daughter say something?
I don't know.
She can't come in here.
Probably quoting the movie.
Oh, that's true. On the wall opposite of where you came in that door, you kind of feel along the wall, and your fingers dig into a little nook there, and you start digging around a little further and further, and outline a line, and kind of almost get your whole hand into there, and feel a rock on the side, and it gives a click, and the wall kind of parts about 4 or 5 inches.
Ah, well. Whoever this person was definitely tricky.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of put my foot to the kind of crack in the wall and see if I can get any light in there so I can see what's going on.
You look through there and peer through. It seems to go about maybe 10 feet, and then you turn into a hallway on the other end. Dives off to the side.
Camel holler at Stump and see if maybe they can get it open.
Let's
Stump
try.
and Khalid.
I opened the door.
It's good to have a
So
catchphrase.
I know.
One of those talking gifs.
This shall forever be your role.
So this door actually, or the secret compartment or whatever, the walls, as you grab and start pulling, actually opens easier than the other metal ones. It seems doesn't take quite as much force to bend this open and see inside. There's no light in there either. Although this hallway that starts off to the right as you look in there is set with unlit torches that are pretty evenly spaced. Instead, rather than the what appears to be a magical lighting system the rest of the rooms have.
Okay. So we can light the torches as we go along.
You can certainly do that. Let's see. Also, Stump, as you stand there and looking into it. Hold on one second. I thought I had it. Stump, as you stand there, kind of looking around and looking inside. The mechanical whirring and thudding and thing seems to is even fainter. It seems to be behind you at this point. But instead, you can hear this kind of very faintly every now and then. Hear this little clicking noise. Often.
Ahead of us?
It's very faint. You can't really pick a direction. It almost seems to come from above you, but as you look there, you don't see anything there.
Sorry, it's coming from above us?
It seems to almost be coming from all around you, but it almost as you look up and try and see if you can see something up there, but it's a pretty tall ceiling, but there's nothing up there.
Maybe before we go any further down here, we should get everybody with us.
Elspeth paid for the full ride.
Or how long has it been since we rested? Has it been a while or?
Let's see. Like a long rest.
Mm-hmm.
This morning, you're probably mid-afternoon at the moment.
Okay. I think Alex should be checking us for traps and just trying to make sure,
Yeah, I'm gonna check around for some traps.
because I don't trust this guy.
Okay.
That clicking is making me nervous.
Mm-hmm.
Are y'all gathering up and going as a group? Are we Elspeth just circling the runway, or is
Well, then-
somebody saying something?
Come on, Murky and Ale.
All right. Okay. All right.
I mean, how long has it been at this point since? Because she started before we started searching chests and finding doors and opening doors. So
I'd say probably about 20 minutes.
So not enough time.
we'd have another 40 minutes before we could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we all set in through the secret door that Alex found?
Yep.
I
a group?
assume Merkin comes. He's the only one we
course.
haven't heard from.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chewing his jerky, whatever he has. All right. So you step around the corner, this long hallway. You can see as Alex's boot leads the way. The light doesn't reach the far end of it. And as you step down about 50 or 60 feet down it, are you looking for traps? Is that what we said? Roll a
Yeah.
perception. Roll a perception check.
All right.
Do you have advantage on traps too? It's just doors.
No, but I'm okay.
Hey. Okay. Yeah. Let's just. You lighting? Were you lighting torches? Is that just also?
I don't
Cam's
know.
probably not. Cam's too short, but
Okay.
somebody.
Well, I mean, Murky could always
Yeah.
firebolt them lit.
All right. So you step through carefully. I said about 40 or 50 feet down this hallway. You. It's very subtle, but you feel it start going downwards, sloping at first, just kind of easing into a curve downwards, and then you set your foot on a staircase leading downwards.
Hmm.
As you continue on, just step by step, gently looking around all the way. With 23, you don't see anything that seems to be trapped. This seems honestly a pretty plain hallway, even for its time. It doesn't seem to be decorated or anything.
Okay.
But as you step past, you almost had to do a double take to your right. As you stop and look, and you see another of these little divots in the wall, kind of almost the same as you did when they opened this door the first time.
Ooh. Wait. Stop. 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 And I'm gonna point it out, and I'm gonna try to engage that door as well.
Okay. So you scrape the dirt out of the little crevice. You stick your hand in there. You feel around, and you get a little satisfying click as you press down on it. The wall parts almost immediately to it. A little smaller opening than the one before. I assume Stump opens the door, or are you?
Yes.
Mhm.
If I'm not able to open it,
Okay.
then she'll move away so Stump can pull it open.
I mean, you
I'm
can
assuming it's
generally try
kind
and
of
open
stuck like the other ones.
it. A
I
little bit.
opened the door.
I was about to say, now we gotta. Felix has
Yeah.
to say it.
Stay the line. As you open, you feel the rush, the wind or air rush past you into the room as you open it. It seems to be sealed for quite some time. It's a much smaller room as you open up. You see, it's probably about 15 by 15 feet. And as you peer around inside, it's one point seems to have been somewhat nicely furnished. There are some number of bookshelves on the far wall. There is a small desk to the right. There is excuse me, almost seems like a little reading nook with a couch and a table next to him in one corner. It's a little small little library somebody had made for themselves here.
Any books or scrolls or anything still remaining?
Roll. Are you going in? You looking around?
Well, yeah, we opened the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any specifics?
Cam will go in.
Roll an investigation check. If more than one person pick somebody, roll with advantage.
I hear Cam, look and see if you see anything useful in here, and I'll
I'm
help her.
gonna fail this so
I'm gonna
bad.
like be holding out my boot. So
Not
Okay.
bad.
With
you're
advantage.
supposed to do with the
Oh, with advantage. Okay.
Yeah, I
Right.
got my boot out there for you.
Hey.
Hey.
Uh, 19. You start going through the room. Let's see what we got. You start with the bookshelves. Kind of you pick out the first book and it practically crumbles in your hand as the air and all sits in.
Oh.
Get to the next one that has more, but it's you get the cover open at least, and there's barely any text legible anymore. You do this a number of more times until you grab one that's just covered in dirt closest to this little reading things, and it comes out and you brush it off, and it's almost pristine, covered in writing that you can't read.
What language?
I'll see if anybody else can read it.
You hold it up to the rest of the groups, and it says, I actually don't know who all has what language we have. Elspeth, I know you. You read it in Sylvan. It says notes on the workings of magic on the front page, embossed. Probably seems to be gold print at some point, but it's that's worn
Oh
off. It's just kind
god,
of
she's
stuck
gonna
in.
be insufferable about that book.
Okay. Whole book.
Immediately.
I mean, Cam just gives it to Elspeth. Oh, that's yours.
Okay.
Wait,
Actually,
wait.
as you open it, it's pretty easy for you to read the front page. It takes you a little bit to actually figure out the text of it inside. If you're gonna read it, it's probably gonna be more of a process to figure it out, because it seems to be either a dialect or just a version of Sylvan that you haven't seen. But as you start just flipping through, you see some familiarity of spell work in there. Okay. Also, as you're looking around, tucked under this reading nook, you find a carved ivory drinking horn. It also has, as you kind of brush some dirt off it, the candlesticks sitting on it seem to be some very solid silver.
Okay.
And you rolled a 19. Also, as you under the desk, there is, as you saw, Alex open the way to get in here. Very similar, but set in the floor. There's a loose tile as you open up, and it has a metal chest inside.
Is it locked?
Alex.
Yes, it's locked.
Yes, I want to. I want to unlock it. I want to unlock it.
All right.
I'm gonna check it for traps.
All right. Roll investigation check.
Ugh. I hate investigation. I really should have
Hey,
specialized in that too.
you did good though.
Yeah, that one was good.
You have to brush some dirt and stuff off it, but it seems it's pretty simply made, so it's not too hard to identify that it doesn't seem to have much in the way of protection on it.
Okay.
It seems whoever put it in there seems to have mostly relied on it not being found behind several
being
secret
hidden.
doors.
Right. Nope. Gotcha. All right, I wanna try to unlock it.
Okay.
I don't
You know the
know.
drill.
I do. Ugh, so
Uh,
bad.
Not bad though.
I'm
uh,
7.
it takes you a few seconds, although it's a very similar lock to the one you opened just to get into the warehouse portion of this. So it's easier this time around to go. It still takes you 30-40 seconds before it clicks open and you open the lid and it's just a pile of gold inside.
Ooh.
Ooh, how much?
For sake of we'll flash back at some point to you counting these
Okay.
in the far future. It's 2,158 gold coins in it.
Oh, and it's just coins, no gems, no nothing else but
Just
coins.
gold coins. No other, no silver, no platinum, nothing.
I object.
Okay,
I
there's
proposed.
1,158 gold coins now.
No. I propose that we denominate all amounts of gold in Elspeth fuck ups. So that's approximately 4 Elspeth fuck ups.
Oh
Good
my
to know.
gosh.
She has a buffer.
No.
And
Pam will totally give that to Khalid.
uh, that seems to be what of interest in there you find. Rest of it
So there's
is
nothing inside the desk or the drawers or.
nothing. I mean, very very old writing implements. Some of them mostly seems broken, or like writing feathers that are stripped
I mean,
bare.
Cool.
you know,
Ink that is dried up.
we're obviously also checking for secret drawers,
Yes.
loose
Well,
bottoms,
obviously, because that
etc.
was a secret. So
Yes.
sweet. All right. Well, do we want to go ahead and head on down the hall?
Yes, I think we may find some more things for sure.
This might be a good place to come back to maybe set up a hut. Does it look like a hut might fit in here? Or...
It's about 15 by 15 or so. I don't remember how big the hut is, but
So yeah, I think I could probably fit a hut in here, and we could maybe rest later.
Yeah, this seems like a good idea. Um,
Close up some doors behind us temporarily.
all right.
But
You,
we'll keep going down the hall first.
you continue on down. You continue on. Head right down the staircase again. It's another 20 feet or so before it levels out, and another 20 or 30 feet of hallway before you reach another metal door.
Hmm?
Just at the end of the hallway.
it's locked.
You kind of feel it, and this one actually opens the easiest of everyone so far. So no, it doesn't lock. You turn the handle and kind of push on it, and feel it kind of give it half an inch or so.
Okay.
Alex stole my one job.
No, I'm sorry. I wasn't. I wasn't intending to open it. Just check for being locked. If you'd like to finish opening, that would be great.
Pam will pull Alex back.
I opened the door.
You open the door, and you are met as you swing open and step inside with a figure of a dragon on the other side of the room, carved out of stone, set on the wall as a decorative feature. The room is almost completely circular. It's about a 20-foot diameter is the one that's smaller. It's set over what was once a big 4-poster bed. Now it's a 3-poster bed because one has fallen in and laying across the ruins of what was there. There's a dresser. There's a I know words. Armoire is a word. That's French. We don't really care about it. Yeah, armor. Yeah. It's looks to have been a pretty lavish bedroom at one point.
Hmm.
Having now
Sleep for 8 hours.
Okay. It's done immediately falls asleep.
Well, we'll search it out.
All right. Okay. Well, I'm not even gonna make it roll for that because it's just laying in the armor. You see as you open the armor, there's very few things in there that seems to survive, except once more, there is a almost completely untouched leather bag.
Is it a coach bag?
What?
Coach bag.
No, probably not.
I'll open it and stick my hand in. Does it like go further than it should?
It does.
Khalid, Khalid, Khalid,
And then
Khalid,
something
Khalid,
bites your
Khalid,
hand.
Khalid. Look, stick your hand in it. Cam will pull his hand back out. Cam will just grin.
If I know anything about Khalid's fighting style, the left hand is the dangerous one.
It's true. It's bigger on the inside.
Yeah, your hand just disappears in there. You feel like it should. It's like almost like a size of a small burlap sack or something, but in leather. And just as you feel like you reach the bottom, just keeps going and going and going.
Like Mary Poppins satchel, where she's down all the way to her shoulder trying to pull out that lamp. That's it.
I think that somebody should probably check this out, but Cam will totally like take it and turn it over and try to shake it out, so see if anything falls out.
Oh.
I suppose the key question to ask you: do you turn it inside out?
Well, no, Cam wouldn't think to do that yet, so I won't
Okay,
say
so-
that Cam does that.
Then nothing comes out.
Mm.
It is empty.
But Cam will hand it over to Khalid. Maybe we should have Elle check this out, or Murky.
Merkin prepares a firebolt.
No, don't burn it.
It looks
I
like
mean, like-
heresy to me.
Magic or something. I don't either, but it's cool. But I think maybe
Wait. Is Khalid asking how magic works? Okay. Well, Elspeth has a book. You should just hang out with her.
I think maybe I've heard of stuff like this before, but it's pretty cool. Just imagine what we can put inside of it. All right. Anything else in the room? No, but we should. That's why I think we should have Elle check it out or whatever and make sure what it does.
All right. Yeah.
Ooh, like that book, House of Leaves.
Roll an investigation check if you search in the rest of the place. I guess. For
Okay.
other trinkets.
Is anybody helping?
Yeah, I'll help.
Alex's boot, I guess.
Oh well.
All right. So with that, you don't find anything that really stands out for you. There's a number of little trinkets and various things that seems to hold some value. You collect. You kind of start setting a little pile on one of the tables that have a surface still. You start rubbing off dirt and grime off various things. It's about, let's make it even 400 gold worth of stuff. That's just seems to be trinkets and knickknacks and plates and set jewelry things found scattered around.
And Alex is going to be looking at designs, little motifs, or for any kind of markings, anything too that would give her any indication of, dates of origin, anything like that.
Who this guy might have been.
Nothing you
Yeah.
recognize. There's some patterns and stuff on there, but nothing that's really strikes your memory as anything you've seen in circulation or anything like that. Either it's custom made things or perhaps before stuff you've seen, or even older things than what you've seen before, or
Okay.
The question is, do we want to hang out here and try to get some rest and all before we go on through the doors back up off that workshop and maybe let Elle get the eyepiece on to check stuff out, or
You really think she's going to focus an hour on attuning to that when she's got that book?
Mm, yeah.
what do y'all think?
I mean, if
In
it's
other words,
timed,
should we take a long rest here and
I mean, I
attune to
think
the eyepiece and
I'm good with that.
identify?
so
Yep.
note a long rest would be at this point would be probably be about 12 to 14 hours.
Oh.
We need to keep watches and stuff, and we've got the hut, so if we want to use
Well, the
it.
hut's only 8 hours, right?
Yeah, but it would let us get it.
We aren't going to stay in this room.
It's just one.
Maybe we go
It's
I
just
back
mean,
to
we
that
could
little
go back to the
library.
little library
We
and
can
do
make
it there.
we can
There's just
make
a
the tiny
like a
hut.
big dragon head like hanging over the where the bed was, sticking out. It's probably about, I don't know, 7-8 feet out of the wall. It's pretty nicely carved. It's pretty intricate craftsmanship, honestly. But you've seen,
Guys, if we get this
Very
place figured
lifelike,
out,
right?
I mean, you don't have any dragons to compare it to, but if you pictured a dragon, it would probably look very similar to that dragon head. You heard stories.
how far was this place from Lakeport?
It was not that far. I think you traveled about
Based on the
3 or
tower
4 hours.
lore,
And can boats come up to Lakeport? I mean, is that river that leads
Yes, that's connected down to River End.
guys, if we get this place figured out, this could be the coolest lair ever.
based on my knowledge of the tower lore, Cag, you might say that there was an age of dragons.
But couldn't it? I mean, really, look at this place. It's freaking cool. I'm pretty sure this guy's dead. Long dead. That's why I said we got to figure it out. And, maybe if we got them to be on our side, we could be like the master. Maybe we should try to convince it that we're like the master's apprentice and we've come back to be the master. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Oh, I forgot to mention too. There's a gargoyle right by the door there too. I mentioned that. But unlike the other ones, this is blackened eyes, almost like they blew out at some point.
Good. Well, do we want to go back to the little library thing and rest up and figure out some stuff and then before we head on further? Right, right. I totally don't disagree there. Khalid, you're the fussiest. What do you want to do?
What's wrong with me? I mean, I did just get stabbed to nearly death. What line of work do you think I'm in?
Well, I mean, You did try to hit me with your glaive, but it's all good. You didn't hit me, and I'm not mad. I'm just giving you shit because I do that to the people I like. So, shall we go to the library, my good sir, and take a brief rest so that Elspeth may attune to this lovely eyepiece that we have, that we all totally trust her to handle, and maybe figure out what some of this stuff is, like this cool bag. I was thinking we close up some of the doors and stuff and see, but that's up to you. I just kind of am worried about going on further into this workshop because once we go back up these stairs and go through those other double doors, I'm not entirely sure that we're not going to end up fighting more stuff. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm kind of tapped out. I have my bow though, so I'll shoot away, but I'm not going to be healing anybody. Oh, I mean, Alex, can you lock the door back?
You're
She's
muted.
I'm sorry. Can I lock the
Always.
door back? Well,
In the
sometimes
bedroom, I
when
see
I
that door you're looking at. It was not locked when you came here, but you can tell it's
No, I mean the
pretty
office,
easy both to lock and bar from the inside.
I'm
the
talking about no,
library.
we're gonna go to the little library. We're gonna be
Okay.
we've made our way back there, let's say.
Uh, you don't see a way to lock that one, but you can close it and it'll click shut, and it's a pretty easy handle from the inside rather than like a secret
Right in
contraption
the
or anything.
secret.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that if we close the door, it will be safe enough. It's not exactly the easiest uh secret mechanism to find. I think perhaps we would be safe. I
What?
don't think that we could we bar the door, perhaps?
There were
Maybe with
two. This was behind two secret doors like that, wasn't it? So we could close both. And I mean,
yeah, I mean we could. What about the other door? Did it have the same sort of handle on the inside that we could pull to and disengage from the inside of it?
yeah, kind of what I figured.
I don't think anybody's going to be following us necessarily. That doesn't necessarily mean that I don't know. It is possible, I suppose. We haven't seemed to have gotten any kind of hint of that so far.
Ab, are you
I'm here. What now?
okay? Shoot. So this was behind two sets of those doors.
Yeah,
Is
there was
that
one in the warehouse that was
Is the other the
uh,
same? So we could do it with that one and then,
yes.
okay.
yeah, then I suggest we do that. I think it would be quite difficult for most people to find the door unless they knew what they were looking for. And if they do, then I don't think that there's much we could do except, handle that when it comes to pass.
Seems like a good idea to me. I'm in for it.
Or
My
at
vote's
least
yeah.
keep some looky loos from coming in if somebody accidentally um you know stumbled upon it.
What do y'all say? Cool. So that's what we're doing, I guess.
You're go and shut the main doors, and then go in the library and shut that door, and then
Yeah.
you're chilling for a while. All right. Let's do that. Then we're gonna take a break, and then we can discuss what you're doing on your downtime.
Yay.
'Cause I have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking too. This is a good break time. All
All right.
right,
Yeah.
back in a minute, guys.
What? You can pick them in preparation. That's fine. Yeah. Yes. Oh, hi. What? Why? Don't annoy me. No. Why do you have a hoodie on? How are you cold? Let's send you to Florida in a box.
Hello.
Could you just not?
So was that we should do a long rest or not?
Yeah, you can do it long rest. If you really want to.
I mean,
No! Go away!
okay, that didn't make sense to me, Klaus.
No, go away. It means no, go away.
No. I'm like, can we do a long rest? Well, if you really want to. Okay.
My God, go away!
Your shoulder.
No,
Yes. Why can't I eat your shoulder?
Love you,
No.
sweetie. Hope you had fun. Okay. Quit annoying your father.
go away.
But yeah, this would totally become the hideout for the Doom Busters. I'm so glad sleepover is over.
She's very sweet.
She is.
Yeah.
I'm back. I was muted.
Okay. She was going on this morning like, can we go to the zoo? Like, it's 104 outside. Like, we're not going anywhere. Maybe the fridge.
Maybe the fridge.
I'll go do like Asher and just like stand in the
Yeah.
fridge.
Everybody here?
Yep.
Yeah.
So we take a long rest.
I mean, you'll get a long rest. I assume there's other things you want to do in the process as well.
Yeah. I think that Elle wanted to attune, and then um
Okay, it's a bag of holding.
Yay! Oh, we should see what's in that bag. Now that we know what it is.
5 grenades, missing pins.
Great. We throw them right back in.
Did you cast Identify on it? Do you have Identify? Is that a thing you did? Okay, so you cast that on it. Yeah, you know everything about it. There's an item in the description in the items thing. You know all that. Why is the dog whining at me?
Mm,
Literally just standing up 30 seconds ago. He hates us sitting down. There should be a folder called Player Items under Items. I don't know if you can see that or not. We don't know that for sure.
cool.
We should see if there's something in it. Did we do that? Did we try to empty it?
It says if the turret inside out constant spill forth unharmed, the bag must be put right before it can be used again.
Hopefully, you'll spend more careful reading for the magic book.
Cam will
Alright.
totally start trying to turn it inside out and see if there's anything cool inside.
All right. So as Cam turns it inside out, a number of items fall out.
Oh, this is exciting. What do
Uh,
we see?
In order, there's comes out several sets of clothing, men's finery, various cloaks, dress shirts, pants, couple of boots, etc. There is a full travel writings kit with bundles of parchment, inkwells, etc., and so on. Whatever you use writing.
Riding. I thought you said riding.
I wrote the wrong thing down.
My English is clear and brilliant.
Cam will totally give Elspeth the full.
Yeah, I was
travel
gonna say, just like
writing
pass that right
kit.
on over to Elle.
A pretty ornately made hand mirror. There is a painting that comes out of a woman, red-haired, and with a red cloak wrapped around her.
Any kind of markings or anything on it that indicates identity, era, history, style, anything?
It's no, as far as you can tell, it's a portrait of somebody.
Cool.
A crystal ball comes out.
Oh, dibs.
A small, actually fist size, about iron ball, I believe, comes out.
Oh no. Cass is gonna shove everything into the mask.
It has a
I think
pin
it's too
loose on it.
big.
No. Okay, it's a an iron sphere about 3 inches in diameter. That's what I wrote down. That's probably accurate. There is
Too big for the eyepiece.
yes, it would definitely not
Okay.
go in the mask.
Okay.
It's probably about twice the size of what needed. A bedroll comes out. 37 platinum, 54 gold.
Ooh,
A
passes
potion of greater healing.
ooh, That's
nice.
useful. That's very
Uh,
useful.
and that's it.
Cool. Okay. Pretty cool.
Um,
Then Cam will work on turning it back inside
Yeah, I mean it's not hard.
and then give it to Khalid to carry everything if he wants it. Since he's our party loot keeper.
Yes. Can I what now? I guess wrote it down by hand. Let's see. Uh, 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 uh. Yeah, you're good. I think I thought I made dice, but apparently I didn't. I think I.
By the way, guys, I don't think the Feywild party ever did that. Turn their bag of holding inside out.
I don't remember if we found it.
I don't remember either.
As a note too, I guess. Elspeth, with your passive arcana, which is now a thing we're using, I guess. One of the cloaks you can see
do you
has
want?
some rune work worked into the edges of it. Okay.
Come here.
What?
Not you. I'm talking to her.
All right. You ritual casting identify, I assume.
The dog got something under there. Can you?
Identify. And start there. And you identify that as a cape of the mountebank? Is it also now in the player items thing?
Whoa. We had a cape?
Yes. That was in the clothing set. But I
Oh.
realized that Elspeth has a plus 84 to Arcana, so. Yes.
Cape of the Mountebank?
Mountebank. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
That might be how it's pronounced for all I know.
Cool.
It's. I don't know. He's a weirdo. Did this loot break?
I'm trying to find it.
Yeah, we did that. What is it?
He got one of his food kibbles back there, and now he wants that.
Well, he can get over himself.